son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Johnson. He finds Corey Davis. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards.
And the Titans first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Johnson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 here in this first quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Second down and inches. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Johnson operating from the gun. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Ravens go first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Double dog, that's the way.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Johnson. And his throw is going to be Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and...
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Man.
Now Johnson throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. On first and 10, Johnson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Looking to throw. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Johnson operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shit. Huh, 64. Wait. Go. Now, switch.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
6-yard line.
Here we go. 6 the outlaw. 36. Heavy. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming. Go. Mike, 36.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Third and 3.
Now the Wolf. And we got look for 53. Mike 53. Hey, let's go. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, here we go. Run it.
Boy, shifts past him. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Come on, fellas.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
36, 36. Go, take it. Let it go.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 running. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Ball. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Big dash, big dash. Go, go. Let's go.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Mays. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go. Check 53. Watch the slant. I got him. On me. Echo. Check.
From the 31, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Mike, check, 59.
Johnson now, off play action. Open man is Cameron Batson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
59 mark, check, 59. You, hey.
2nd and 1.
Switch it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I got you. Watch twist. Alert flare. Mike, check, 59. Yeah.
Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike, I got him.
Now Johnson going to throw again. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Elliott puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's it. Watch 36 to Mike. Watch twist. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. He don't know over.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now. 50, 60 yards. Check 50. It's coming this way. Come on. Here we go.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Buddy up. 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Yo, you got motion man. You got motion man right there. Let it go.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
36 to Mike. Come on, D. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike, 36.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
On first down, Mays. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Keep it out. Keep it out. Shift, shift. Rotate. Step. Go. 55. Hey, 55. Go, go, go. Hey, check.
On 4th down, Johnson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Rush in, rush in.
On second and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. You go check.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Titans, gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man Sharp complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
I got you, Pop. Check, 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 check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Down. Go to base. Ball try. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Now a desperation throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. The 20. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take